right, question number 10. The security system in a house has two units that set off an alarm when motion is detected. Neither one is entirely reliable, but one or both always go off when there's motion anywhere in the house. Okay, so they used italics there, so that's probably an important statement. So one or both alarms always go off when there's motion. Suppose that for motion in a certain location, the probability that detector A goes off and detector B does not go off is 25%. And the probability that detector A does not go off is 35%. What's the probability that detector B goes off? Okay, let's see if we can summarize really quickly what that was all saying. So the probability that A goes off and B does not go off is 25%. The probability that detector A does not go off is 35%. We want to know the probability that detector B goes off. Okay. And we also know that one or both alarms always goes off. So that would imply the probability that A doesn't go off and B doesn't go off is 0, right? It's not a possibility because one or both always goes off. There's a 0 chance that neither alarm goes off. There's a 0 chance that both alarms fail to go off. I think that's what I was trying to say. Okay, let's see if we can organize this in a two-way table. So first alarm goes off or it doesn't. Second alarm goes off or it doesn't. The total here is 100%. Okay. All right, so beginning with this, the probability of A not going off and B not going off is 0. So the last cell here is going to be a 0. Okay, the probability that A goes off and B doesn't go off, that's going to be this cell right here, 25%. Okay, the probability that A does not go off is 35%. So that's going to be the value that goes right here, 0.35. And then we are trying to find the probability that B goes off. So we are trying to figure out that value right there. Okay. Now everything down here has to add up to 100%, so that means that this is 65%. Okay. The first column has to add up to 65%, which means this has to be 40%. Okay. We know everything in the second row, so we can find the total there. That's 25%. We know the second column has to add up to 35%, so that's 35%. And now we can finally figure out this value here by adding up the first row. You could have also done some subtraction with the very last column. Okay, so the probability that alarm B goes off overall is 75%. So choice E.